What do you think? Looks good, doesn't it? This is a fresh, new, and since it's from Canada, it's a toque, not a beanie. But it is a fresh, new Ludia toque. Look at that, Ludia. Thank you guys, I appreciate the gifts. And it is only 60 degrees here in Southern California today, so I can probably get away with wearing this today and not look completely out of place. But for the most part, it just doesn't get cold enough here for me to wear this on the reg. Now, here's the good news for you guys. Before I get into today's video, they sent me 3, which means I have 2 to do whatever I want with. And since I only have 1 place to put it, I guess that means I'm giving away 2. Here's what I'm gonna do to give away 2 of these beautiful toques from Canada. The first rule is you have to live in the United States. And if you live in Canada, you probably really need one of these, but you probably also have one of these. And so I apologize. And what I'm gonna do for this is I wanna give these away to people that actually need them. So what you have to do is there's 2 ways to enter. The ways to enter for my Ludia toque giveaway are this. You have to take an AR photo from Jurassic World Alive in an environment that shows that you need to keep your head warm while you're out hunting DNA. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys, however you want to do that. I have ideas in my head of what I think would be good, but I'm not the most imaginative person in the world, so I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Here's how you enter. You have to post your photo on Twitter. You have to @ me. Remember yesterday I told you don't @ me? Today I want you to @ me. And you have to say, I don't know, just tag me in your photo and or @ me in your comment on Twitter. And you have to be following me. Like, this isn't gonna do any good if you're not following me. Additionally, the other way to enter for the giveaway is going to be, you have to be a member of my Discord. Easy enough. And I will set up a room on the side under the Jurassic World Alive category that just says winter photos. How about that? Same deal. You have to post a photo, an AR photo from Jurassic World Alive, showing why you need this beanie. If you want to show a photo of like snow up to here, you probably need one of these, but then you can't really go outside if the snow's up to here. You can't go outside, so maybe you don't need one because you're indoors. But like I said, I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. And just post it there. Today is Wednesday, January 9th. I will take entries until Saturday. So for the rest of the week, so Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I will take entries, and then I will announce the winner. I'll DM you, I'll slide into your DMs, if you will, and let you know that you've won, get your address or your work address or whatever you feel comfortable giving me, and then I will send you your own Ludia toque, fresh from Canada. And again, I just want to say thank you to the good people over at Ludia. I didn't ask for the beanies, they just arrived. I had no idea that they were being sent. So thank you guys, I appreciate it. And speaking of thank you and I appreciate it, I might just be like confirmation bias, but something happened today in Jurassic World Alive that has never ever happened. 2 epics spawned consecutively at my house. That has never ever 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 happened. In fact, it was a very predictable pattern. I just never took the time to go through and officially figure out what it was. But it would be like 5 or 6 hours, 1 per hour, of rare spawns, and then an epic would spawn after, and then we'd go into commons, and it'd be commons forever until the rares came back, and again the cycle would repeat. And I never did plot out exactly how many rares came out or how many commons between the rares, but it was a very predictable pattern. But today I woke up Ornithormimus. The next hour there was a Stegoceratops. Very bizarre. And then at one point there were like 6 rares on my screen at one time, not in counting the special event supply drops, which are also rares. Let me know in the comments below, are you seeing an increased spawn of rares and epics today? You see this epic strike tower, the post-metrodon strike tower? Challenge complete. Oh man. For the second day in a row, I've messed up my video. And you only get one shot at this. And I totally messed it up. I did not record. Today is on me. Yesterday, I don't know what happened, but today is on me. And, like, I don't know. Like, I just don't know. I apologize. But here's how I beat this strike tower. And yes, I see this Pyroraptor off in the distance. The problem is it's across the golf course and there's just nothing I can do to get to it. But, here's what I did. Here's my strike team. It was really easy. The things that you want to do, and I went through all this already, so we're going through it again. But what I did, and what you want to look for, is you want something that can take a hit. So if you have a Stegodius can take a hit, although Stegodius isn't going to be the best way to defeat this tower. You can't bleed it, you can't do lethal wounds, swipe into Dimodactylus, and bleed it to death because it has immunity. It hits for 1824 for its first strike, and then after that it's going to do like a lot more damage. But you can get the jump on this. What I did in my video that you will never see, because I never recorded, and this one's on me, I take full blame for this, but I did my Paramoloch. Paramoloch surprisingly can take quite a bit of hit because the health is so high. Even if yours isn't level 20, you're still only needed to be over 18 and change. So as long as your health is over 1900, you're going to be able to survive the first hit. And since you go first, you're going to do a strike, and then you're going to do your rampage and run. I did my rampage and run into Dracorex Gen 2, and that took the post-metrodon down to, like, I don't know, say 600, 700 health. Mine are over leveled, I get it, but that just kind of gives you an idea where you guys are. And then if you want to use a raptor to come in, I use Delta just because I've invested a lot into it. But anything that hits, that is faster than 126 and will hit for more than whatever damage is going to be left over, raptors are pretty much all going to be good for the 2 times damage on the pounce, and that should provide you with the epic Incubator. Like I said, so irritated that I did not screen record, and that I didn't double check to make sure that I was screen recording. That's on me. I apologize, but I'm giving you guys, I'm doing a giveaway, so all is forgiven, right? Anyway, if you need more help for this, I know Postimon has done a video already. I haven't watched it yet, but he may have some more insight for you. I will put a link to his channel in the description below. Go check out his channel if you aren't already subscribed to him. And remember, I'm giving away 2 Ludia toques. What you have to do is follow me on Twitter, be a member of my Discord, either one. There's one being given away on each, and the same person won't win twice, but you're gonna wanna go ahead and be part of both. Post the picture on Twitter that shows why you need one of these, and same thing for Discord. I will double check the person I choose to win has to be following me or a member of my Discord, and you can't post on my Discord unless you're already a member, so that kind of solves that problem. But good luck to you guys. Remember, you have until the end of the week. I've had 2 bad videos in a row, not on content, but on screen recording. So it's on me. Tomorrow I will try to be better, and until next time. As I'm walking back to my car, I decided what I'm gonna do for this video is I'm gonna put this part of me battling the strike tower without the gameplay from here on. So if you want to hear what I was doing then that is available to you. If you're not really interested, then you can just stop watching here, and we'll be back tomorrow with a new video. This just may be confirmational bias, but as I'm approaching this epic strike tower, if you look off in the distance, an epic Pyroraptor. What I want to talk about today is Postmetrodon. And if you will remember the last couple videos, I've said Postmetrodon is a pain to deal with, but it's a little bit less of a pain when you have 4 dinosaurs, 3 dinosaurs to take out one. It makes life a little bit easier, but it still hits for a metric ton, not an official measurement for this video. So how do you take down a level 30 Postmetrodon strike tower? Well, you can't bleed it. So there goes your lethal wound swap out to Dimodactylus for the 20% bleed on top of the 33% bleed. That's all out the window. You cannot do that. You're actually going to have to battle this one, which is kind of unique because in a lot of these single boss strike towers, level 30 dinos, you really don't even have to battle. You just bleed, swap out to another bleed, and that's going to take out like 85, 83% of your opponent's health without really doing anything. And there's no challenge in that other than just surviving for 3 turns, 3 attacks. And this time you're actually going to have to put a hurt down. Now you can go with raptors, which are going to do a nice 2 times damage. The problem is you're not going to benefit from the 50% reduction in damage. So if you want to go with a raptor, if you have a nice raptor, if you want to use a velociraptor, it's what you have, use it as a sweeper. Use it to come in last and get the wipeout. Dracorex Gen 2, if you can do some kind of like a delta impact and run, where you do like 2 times damage, and then you do impact and run is going to be either 1 or 1.5 times damage, and set it up so that you swap into, but if you want to swap out into either Dracorex or Dracorex Gen 2, that's probably a pretty good system to go with. Other than that, just bring out your big chompers. Anything that you have. If you have an Allosaurus that's a high chomper, if you have a T-Rex that's a big chomper, any of those are probably going to work. Dracorex at level 15 is 1,000 damage. The swap in is only going to do 1 times damage, so not going to be great there. Dracorex Gen 2 is probably, in most situations, going to be better. Mine's at level 22. It doesn't even do 1,000 damage, but I get the 2 times damage, so that's going to make it a better option for most of you if you want to go that route. Chompers, Allosaurus, Allocinosaurus, T-Rex, Indominus Rex, any of those, Triostronics. If you have anything like the spiky potato, that's probably going to be pretty good because it can take a beating with that high health. You know what else can actually take quite a beating because of a high health, and it does have the added benefit of an impact and run, and that's going to be Paramoloch that you had the opportunity to dart last week. The stunning moves aren't going to be great here because Postmetrodon has immunity, but the rampage and run is going to do 2 times damage. The downside here is you're going to do a strike for 1 times damage, but you should be able to survive 1 attack, and a speed of 126 means that you will be going first. Postmetrodon, I believe, has a speed of 124, if I'm not mistaken. So Paramoloch, if you have it at a decent level, could be pretty nice. You could do some cheese with Paramoloch swap impact and running for 2 times damage into Dracorex Gen 2, and you're going to put quite a hurt down on Postmetrodon. So here's what I'm going to do. Your Tragodistus is going to be able to take quite a bit of a punch. You're not going to be able to use your shields because, before I tell you wrong, but because they have the defense shattering impact. So your armor is not really going to be great. Your shields aren't going to be good either, but a lot of those dinosaurs can typically take a pretty big hit, and so that's what I'm looking for when I'm putting together my team. Now I'm going to do kind of a cheese type team. Postmetrodon, level 30, you just have today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my Paramoloch. I want it to swap into, I'm going to have Paramoloch swap into Dracorex Gen 2, and then I'm going to have Allosaurus. I know these are probably leveled higher than what you guys have, but the theory should hold true for the strat for doing this. Even though mine are higher, hopefully it works out. And if I do it and I have a ton of health left over, then you know at your lower levels, if you have lower levels, you probably should be all right as well. I'm gonna do the attack here. That barely did anything. Now, here's the big thing. That took out like half my damage. So 1824, I believe, is what we're looking at there. 2 times damage here is going to do 1688. Swap into Dracorex 2, which is going to do 1800. And this is pretty much a foregone conclusion at this point. So one hit, it didn't even matter, because then I'm just going to bring in a second dinosaur that's faster, which is, I could just go with Paramoloch again, but I've invested so much into Delta at this point that I'm going to use my Delta, and that is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, I think. Is that a thing? I'm not even sure. Epic Incubator should not be too difficult, even though Post-Metrodon hits hard. As long as you're not extremely new to the game, you probably should be able to withstand. And that was just one way to do it. Pokemon has done his video already. I haven't watched it yet, but if you don't have what I have, go check out his channel and see what he did. He may have some other insight. Epic Incubator, this is a general Epic Incubator, which means I could get anything at all. Obviously, coins are always great. Dimetrodon Gen 2, and a lot of it. Allosaurus for 302. Lamborghini, I know it's not Lamborghini, but I call it Lamborghini. Notosaurus for 26 is kind of funny. Monolophosaurus, very interesting. 379, I believe. And then Kintro, I would have much rather had the 300 Kintro. So that's kind of a bummer, but still good DNA. Not complaining about it at all. I do have my rare 12-hour incubator ready to open from the battle arenas for 5,000. More, did I get like 8,000, 9,000 Dimetrodon Gen 2 in like the last 30 seconds here? Tenontosaurus is always great, and Diplocalus for 48. We do have rare dinosaurs. I actually can't get to the Pyroraptor because it's across the way there past a golf course, so that's gonna have to go unpicked up. But rare special event supply drop dinos are happening currently. And then don't forget, we do have the coin chase. That is a new event. I feel like I had just seen one of those coin chests laying on the ground. There it is. So you have another day and 19 hours from when I'm recording this. So today, which is Wednesday, and then Thursday. And then those are gonna go away. You can get 25,000 coins per day. And there you go. That's all I've got for today. And until next time.